welcome back to another StarCraft episode. Now, I have gotten a little bit of prep work started, and I have the basic materials I need. Nothing too fancy yet, but it's also not meant to be a very difficult survival, because I'm focusing on building things rather than surviving and getting fancy things that way. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple of mods, such as Chisel and Bits, Flat Colored Blocks, and one or two others that are meant to help me with the building aspect. And I will be adding as we go along, I'll be building my own custom resource pack that is going to modify only a few things. Mostly I'll be modifying ores, that way I can have some special textures that I specifically want. Every episode I plan on inviting someone new to join the series and build with me. I will most likely get a little bit of prep work before they come each time. Get a base house done, probably just an outline for everyone. And then we'll be able to work on the house itself once they actually join me. Now, the goal of this whole series, as I said, is to build. Make fancy buildings that I can just say, yeah, I built that. I plan on making an entire city. So what may happen is I may end up covering this area over, or I may clear out this dark oak forest. I really don't know yet, but this town should end up looking really neat once I get it done. And I'm hoping that you guys can actually give me suggestions, because we're going to be building a whole lot of different houses and other buildings along the way. So I might as well get you guys to help me out. If you have any suggestions on either what I should build or what I should add to the builds, go ahead and add it into the comments, because I'd love to hear what you guys think. Now, my first step is going to be to start on my house. And I think having it right up here on this hill, overlooking the farm and the sheep, is going to be a pretty good spot. So I'm going to start laying down the foundation, clearing out some of this grass, and once I have the basic outline, I will let you guys see it and see what you think. I have made some pretty good progress on getting the outline of my house. It's going to be fairly big. I plan on having about 3 stories to this whole thing. Now, it's obviously not anywhere close to done. We'll work on it as the videos progress, but here's my outline so far. I have a nice open circular living room. We have some stairs that will go down here into the living room. And also on the left, we're going to have some basement stairs. In here is just going to be a hallway that splits off into the stairs. And coming over here, this will be the second floor stairway. And right through here, the hallway is going to enter the kitchen. Now, I originally had a lot more of this set out for the kitchen, but I ended up cutting it off a little bit. I don't need that big of a kitchen. And I have a little hallway right here. Another hallway. Using the yellow dye to make it a little easier to see. And then each of these rooms are going to be just some small bedrooms, most likely where the servants would live, because a house this big would have servants to help keep everything clean and maintained. So that's what I'm going to have over here. And then I'm also going to have a small pantry. Well, I say small, but it probably won't be that small. Right over here. I am going to be digging into the cliff a little bit there, but I plan on putting it right here. And that's why I have this section right here coming through. Over here we have this secondary access to the hallway in here through the living room. And that's probably all I'm going to work on for now for the basics. Of course, we're not done yet. We are instead going to get a small outline set up for my friends who are going to be joining me next episode. Now, I'm going to leave it as a surprise as to who's going to join me, but someone will be joining me, and I think they're going to be excited about this entire series. Now, we obviously can't have their house too close to mine, so I'm thinking... Oh, I also leveled this area. I collected quite a bit of wood. But I'm thinking their house could probably go right around here. We're not going to make it quite as big. If they want, they can make additions. But let's get to work and start building a basic outline, just trying to figure out where we want things to go. Alrighty, this seems to be a pretty good size for a starter house. Of course, we have all this room back here that we'll terraform it if we need to expand at all. Let's get some inner rooms set up now. I think we're going to have the main entrance be right here. And we'll probably... Let's have a small closet area right there. That will probably work pretty well. Our main hallway will come in a nice big open room where you can welcome your guests. Then, through here, we'll probably have a hallway going down this way. We'll have it split off right there. And then we'll also split off right here. We may have to change the location of the closet door. There we go. That looks a bit small for a hallway though, doesn't it? Let's move it back a little bit. There we go. A little bit more room for them to walk. And down here, let's have this be their storage room. There we go. Bit of an odd shape, but I think that makes it cool. So we have our closet right there. And I actually ran out of signs. Alright. Let's go quickly make some more. There we go. Alright. We've got our entry hall. Let's make the dining room next, shall we? Ooh, okay, this is going to be a little interesting. Let's have... Coming through here, we're actually going to have to go through the dining room in order to get to the bedroom and the bathroom. Bit of a strange setup, I know, but hey, we're gonna make it work. There we go, we've got our bathroom right over here. We've got a bedroom right here. Ooh, And we'll let them design a little bit further. We're not trying to do this all for them. And it does look a little weird, but we're gonna make it work. Ooh, I know we don't have cars in Minecraft, but we're gonna add this anyways. Let's add a garage. Right over here. I'll fill in this air in a moment. And there we go. They also have themselves a garage, even though they technically don't need one. It's Minecraft. I mean, I guess they could store a horse in there if they wanted. Alrighty. No chicken, this is not going to be your house. Goodbye. You are now dead. Alright. So I think that's going to be all for their house. Let's get a little bit more decoration done on mine. And in the process, we'll get probably a floor set up. I don't know how much more we'll get, but we're going to at least try and get a floor. That way it's not all dirt, grass, and stone over there. Alright, so I have gotten a little bit of the floor done. Not everything, but I have started on it. And I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep this like it is. I'll probably change it up a little bit. But as you can see, I have started. I have a lot more to go. It's most definitely not complete. I actually, my chisel broke, so I didn't even finish that block. But I did gather quite a few resources, including the chisel and bits, or not chisel and bits, flat colored blocks machine. So I now have access to that. And I'm going to, real quick, swap this over to plain, and I think this works for a pretty good color on the wall. At least that's what I'm thinking. Oops. Gotta go ahead and place that back, because did not mean to cut that out of the wall yet. And now I'm going to get to work on replacing the walls. Once I get these done, I think that's going to be an okay color. I'm not sure though. The problem is I don't know if I want to have it be dark oak. Dark oak is nice and all, but as a wall panel, I'm not entirely sure if I want that. So I may end up doing it, maybe to just take a look at it. But the one thing for sure is I am going to be making use of flat colored blocks, because it's a very nice mod that adds a lot more detail in to the blocks that I have access to. And so far, I think this will be an okay color. I'm not completely sold on it yet, but I think this is going to be one of those situations where I just put it around, try it out, and see how it ends up looking. Let's actually, before we go further on that, let's try some of the dark oak in the walls, just to see how it looks. Yeah, that's what I thought. It blends in a little too much with the floor, so I don't think I'll use dark oak to do the walls. However, another option could be, if I end up not liking this color, I can get a color that almost matches the dark oak, but it's maybe a little lighter. I think that might work too. Alright. Let's actually head over, see if we can go do that real quick, because maybe that'll work a little bit better. If not, then I just have an extra block that I can use somewhere else. Right? Alright, so I don't know what the color for the dark oak is. Here, I will do that. That way I can see it. Now, the problem is you can't drag. You have to just kind of click on it. And I don't know very well the color schemes. So it's going to be a little difficult for me to get it to match up. But I will try my best. No, that's a little too red. Dang it. I really wish I knew how to do this better. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and grab that block. Now it looks weird just as a flat block, but let's go ahead and see how it looks in the walls. Because maybe once I put it up next to the dark oak floor, it'll look a little bit better. But I think I'm starting to get a little bit closer. Yeah, that doesn't quite look right. So guess I just have a bit of a random block now. I think I need to add a little more brown to it to match the dark oak. Let's see if I can match that up. The problem is I don't know how to do that. Actually, that's a pretty close coloring right there. Oh, and I just thought of something. What if I add black stripes into the wall so it's not a solid color? That could be something that works pretty well. Nope. Oh, dang it. It voided it. Okay. Let's see. Dirt. I have dirt over here that I can place. What is the majority of the blocks that I have? Looks like grass and dark oak. There are my grass bits. There we go. We got 2 blocks of grass, actually. So yeah, there was quite a bit of grass in there. Quite a bit. And I think there was even more dark oak, so we'll go ahead and build the dark oak out next. That way we can get all of that used up. Or actually, no, what we can do is we might as well go use the dark oak to go fill in the floor. So let's go ahead and get that done next after I do this grass. It's actually a really weird bug. I think it's because Chisel and Bits is still technically in the beta for 1.16. It doesn't show up the grass blocks. So I obviously had it in my hand, but for some reason or another it wasn't showing up. Alright, let's go ahead and throw those extras in there. That way it's not in my inventory. And dump a few more things into the chests. Alright. Finish mining that block out. And let's go. It was, yeah, this one right here. Right? I think that's the one I just mined. I've already forgotten. Whoops. Yeah, I think that's actually a nice color. I'm liking this color. And if I go ahead and add the black in as well to give it some texture. That's annoying. We're just going to replace that with dirt. Because of the void, it voided it. I didn't have enough bits. But yeah, I think that color matches really well with the dark oak. It's not the same, so it gives that little bit of variety, but it is somewhat close. Let's actually come down here. We're going to come collect one of our pieces of cacti. I started this small cacti farm. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to steal a piece in order to get this done, but we'll plant it back when more grows. If I just quickly smelt that down, I will get the cactus green I need. Ooh. Yeah, because I want to make sure I get that black first. I was thinking about leaving it in there. That way I would be able to get more of that color block relatively easily. But I want to get this black going first. Alright. I'm going to put it on single bit. That way I can get precision. And let's see. Gonna crouch down a little bit. Oop, wrong button. Now I'm not sure what I'm gonna go for. It might end up just being the random pattern that I come up with along the way. But hopefully it turns out okay. But I think definitely adding these little bits of black in are going to be really helpful in breaking up the monotone coloring. Making a little bit more of the details pop out. Yeah, so I think having whatever details I end up adding in the wall of this color, I'm thinking that's going to be the color I go with. So I'll take out all of that as well. And I will go ahead and get some of that done. And here we have it. I ended up going with more of a pattern with these little squares and then a little bit bigger one in the middle to break it up a little bit. And this is where I ran out of bits. But I think this is starting to look really well, or really good. And I'll go ahead and continue this pattern all the way around. I just ran out of bits for now. Unfortunately, that is all I am able to fit here in this episode. So I hope you guys did enjoy this and look forward to me doing some more of these episodes. Because I think this is going to be really fun, especially as I invite more people to join me. Don't forget about my other series that I'm also doing. Take a look at those if you want. And I will see you guys next time.